Today, I'm going to show you my new favorite hero, and no, it's not Rick. Welcome everybody, my name is BearCozy. If you're new to the channel, I strive to make not only entertaining, but also educational videos. I like to make account update videos, account progress videos, and I like to have a good time. Today, what I want to talk about is my new favorite hero because we got a new patch, and this hero is going to be amazing. Now, let's head over to the index and check her out. She's going to be under Holy Light Empire, and she is brand new along with Rick. We'll get to him in a second. She is actually awesome. Not only is she awesome looking, she's kind of cool looking. I like what they did with her. Many of us use or have used Rodira for a very long time, myself included, and this hero is actually Rodira, but 10 times better, so she's going to be amazing. She's a combination of Hakrin and Rodira, and I'm going to show you why. If we start with her ultimate, you can see that she heals a team member based on the amount of this character's max HP and applies max health up to the target for 2 turns. So that's kind of cool. Gives a lot more survivability, and that Hakrin kind of does, but she does it on a smaller scale because if she did it to everybody, it would be overpowered. She would definitely need to be a legendary for that. But of course, the max health up is still really, really good, especially for your squishier heroes like Zatlux, who are only there to clear the waves, and then they kind of trail off because they don't have a lot of life, they don't have a lot of defense. This will definitely help. If we go ahead and look at her special heals a team member and removes all negative effects from them. Healing scales with this character's max health. So that's kind of cool. I think the unfortunate thing is she only heals one team member. That is unfortunate. However, she does remove all negative effects as well, and on her ultimate, she does put up max health up to one character as well, which is kind of cool. I really like that. I wish it was everybody, but I think it would be too much. It would be overpowered. And then if we look at her basic, she deals 100% damage to an enemy and heals whichever ally has the least health. So that's kind of an interesting thing. Healing scales, of course, with her max HP. So I think at some point she's going to go around and she's going to heal just about everybody in the party. She's not going to be as strong as a full AoE healer. However, healing is clutch, and if she's healing the lowest health character, that's going to be clutch. Hopefully they'll survive, and some of the tankier characters can last just a little bit longer, just enough for us to either get the job done or for her to heal them. Now, one thing that makes her awesome is her trait. Dark Blessing is her trait, and right at the first glance, you could see that she has speed down and she has stun, and her trait is absolutely phenomenal. It deals 100% damage to all enemies upon 4 consecutive team attacks to one enemy within the current round, inflicting speed down to the target for 2 turns, and it applies a stun to the main character for 1 turn with a 60% chance to apply stun for another one. The setup is going to take some time, right? You have to have 4 consecutive team attacks to one enemy, but the speed down is going to be very good. So I'm already thinking Clan Boss right away. I'm already thinking Queen of Tides. That's going to be really, really nice. And of course, the stun is not going to land on bosses. However, you can use her for Hard Void Tower. She is going to work. She's going to probably need to be ascended. The cooldown is at 2 rounds here, which is nice. It is reduced on the stun. However, speed down is absolutely phenomenal. And then, of course, we have the stun, and then we have the health up. Now, she is the first new hero in this upcoming patch that we have launched just recently. And the next one is going to be Rick. Here is Rick. Now, Rick is interesting. He's actually under Iceland Titans, which I would not have thought. Usually, this tends to be a dwarf-controlled empire, which is interesting, but Rick is in here. Rick is kind of cool looking. He's very unique. He's pretty good. And if you look at his trait, grant stealth for 1 turn at the start of each round, plus 50% crit resistance while stealth. That is not too bad. His basic deals 100% damage, plus 30% if marked to an enemy, and applies defense down. That's going to be awesome. We're going to get to the Mark of Doom in a second here. His special is Doom Assassin. This character counterattacks against the use of an ability by an enemy affected Mark of Doom. Mark of Doom says the marker counterattacks against any use of target's ability. So whoever puts the mark on, which it would be him, Rick counterattacks against any enemy that uses an ability, which is kind of cool. So he deals 100% damage while ignoring defense up, which is nice. Defense reduction or shield effects on the target. So it basically bypasses any defensive buffs, which is very, very nice. That is a special. And if we look at his ultimate is called Shadow Master. Boosts accuracy deals 150% damage to an enemy, ignores 30% of target's defense, which is really nice, and inflicts Mark of Doom. So here's where he puts on the Mark of Doom. The defeat of any enemy affected by Mark of Doom refreshes this character's ultimate. He looks like a squirrel, which is kind of cool. And there is one more hero. There is one more new hero, which is called Agustin. Agustin looks cool. He is definitely a dark elf looking hero. Dark human, maybe converted. Shadow. I like his sword. Looks like a two-handed sword, which is cool. And let's take a look at his abilities. He is a dark element, keep that in mind, and he is an epic, so he should be much easier to get than a legendary and much easier to ascend. And a lot of times in games like this, some of the epics tend to be much better than some legendaries. So it's not all about having your legendaries. If we look at his trait is called Loyalist. Counterattacks with this character's ultimate upon taking non-critical damage. The cooldown is 1 round. That is awesome. So if he does not get crit, he counterattacks with his ultimate. That is really cool. Shadow Slice is his basic, deals 100% damage to one enemy, and applies unhealable for 2 turns. Now, this does not say a 60% chance or 30% chance to apply unhealable like all the other heroes. As far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, leave me a comment down in the description below. As far as I know, this is the only hero so far that is guaranteed to apply unhealable. You will most likely have to have enough focus, so keep that in mind. He will apply unhealable if he has enough focus, so you still have to build some focus into his build, into his gear. However, this no longer says 60% chance to apply unhealable. He's actually going to be pretty good. And then if we look at his special Eternal Twilight, attacks deal plus 40% damage to light targets and 50% splash damage to other enemies. So this is kind of interesting. He has a little bit of Hydrisia's kit baked in. Attacks deal 40% damage to light targets, which is very interesting, right? Because darkness is strewn over light already. And then he deals plus 40% damage to light targets, which is going to be very good for light brand teams and Zachary teams in arena defense. But he also has 50% chance splash damage to other enemies. That's going to be kind of cool. He's definitely going to be good in a curse set for sure. And then let's look at his ultimate. His ultimate is called Hunter's Blade. Deals 180% damage to an enemy, removes a positive effect from a target, which is really nice, restores health equal to 50% of the damage dealt, and grants a 15% chance defense pierce. And that effect stacks up to 3 times. So he's got a really good kit. I would love to get him, love to build him. One thing I do regret is I honestly wish I had access to these heroes on a test server. I would love to test these heroes out. I would love to take a look and see what they do and how they function and what they actually do. And I'm looking for Hazel. I would love to test them out ahead of time, build them, pre-build them, and test them out, play around with them in all the different dungeons, all the different areas. However, right now where I'm at, being low spend, I'm unable to gear everybody. I am going to be working on applying to the content creator program once I get enough stats that they're looking for. And so with that, maybe I will get access to it at some point, some early information, and that's going to be awesome. So with that said, I would really appreciate all of your help. If you can do me a huge favor, hit the subscribe button down below. Right now, I have reached all of my required hours to monetize the channel, but I need your help and I need more subscribers. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers, and that will help me tremendously. So do me a huge favor, hit that sub button down below. Also, leave me a nice comment in the description below. I read all of your comments. Let me know if you are pulling for any of the new heroes or if you got them. I would love to hear your thoughts and your experience with any of the new heroes. That's going to do it for now. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.